If you pay attention to the world of technology, games, or cryptocurrencies, then you may have heard about the Metaverse long before the end of 2021. But even if you are not immersed into these realms, chances that you have heard about it ever since Facebook outlined its grandiose plans for a Metaverse. So, what is Metaverse? Why is it so important for GameFi? And how does Metaverse and blockchain connected? Let's examine together. Welcome to Kripto Ofis channel, I'm Iryna. The hype around Metaverse began in 2021, but in the gaming industry and cinema, elements of the Metaverse appeared long before that. For example, The Matrix, Blade Runner or Ready Player One, where the multiplayer online games Oasis became an analog of the Metaverse. Or you probably know Second Life game, which is more than a game. Second Life is a three-dimensional virtual space with elements of social networks. Over 1 million active users decide for themselves how they look inside of this Metaverse and what to do there. There are signs of Metaverse in Warhammer, Minecraft, Cyberpunk 2077, Fallout, Fortnite, Final Fantasy and many others modern games. The concept of Metaverse does not yet have a clear definition. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, now Meta, put it very simple. He says the Metaverse is the 3D internet. And at its core, the Metaverse should be understood as a digital universe where users can live and interact with other users and objects that are not in the same physical space. The Metaverse combines core technologies such as the Internet, virtual reality, augmented reality, digital assets, and more. All this necessary in order to create a real 3D rendered world, or in other words, a simulation in which many elements of the real world, such as a person, objects, payments, and achievements, can be recreated. Why is the Metaverse so important for GameFi? The Metaverse is being implemented across all GameFi games to allow players to connect and interact with the game world. Traditionally, many non-Metaverse play-to-earn games provide players with access to NFTs that can be used in the game. These NFTs can take the form of the playable character you are fighting, such as Axie in Axie Infinity. The Metaverse takes this concept one step further. In games based on the Metaverse, players can wear a virtual reality headset to see and interact with their characters, avatars, game objects, and other NFTs in real time. Can you imagine a virtual world where you could buy a digital piece of land, build a house on it, and that will be your NFT? Can you imagine furnishing it with digital furniture, a digital TV, and putting a digital car in the garage, and when it's time to change cars, you'll be able to list your car on the NFT listing platform and sell it for real currency. All this possible, and there are already some projects that make it all reality, virtual reality. There are many concepts of the Metaverse. Perhaps the most popular of them belongs to Matthew Bow, an investor from the United States. According to the Bow, the brave new world called the Metaverse has the following characters. Metaverse is constantly in motion and never stops. It cannot be deleted or paused. Events inside the virtual world take place in real time. For the Metaverse, there is no limit on the number of people who can visit it at the same time. Even if all the inhabitants of the Earth enter the Metaverse at the same time, there still will be a room for the same number of visitors. In a parallel universe, people can work, get paid, manage property. Since reality and virtual space are closely connected, any surrounded objects can be used in Metaverse. For example, writing code while you are in virtual reality. Metaverse combines assets into one whole. For example, weapons from Call of Duty and Counter-Strike, cars from Need for Speed and Facebook, where the same cars can be sold to friends. The Metaverse is developing and gaining experience. First of all, its design will be in demand in the corporate, educational environment, as well as in communications. How are Metaverses and blockchain connected? In Metaverses, users interact using a virtual reality interface. They can be compared to the social networks, but with a deeper immersion. Thanks to its close connections with the blockchain, Metaverse unleashes its potential. Both concepts complement each other perfectly. To understand how the blockchain and Metaverses are connected, we list the main areas of work of this tandem. NFTs. Blockchain-powered tokens confirm ownership of digital assets. We are talking not only about works of digital art, but also about land plots in the Metaverse, various game items, cards and avatars, cryptocurrencies. Blockchain is the foundation on which most cryptocurrencies are built. In the Metaverse, cryptocurrencies perform the same functions as fiat money in real life. They are used to pay for goods and services. One of the most popular areas is investing in land plots of the Metaverses for subsequent leasing and resale. Games. With the advent of online casinos for Bitcoin, the development of crypto games began. Today, another concept of play-to-earn has appeared, under which players can convert their experience experience into real money. They're awarded for activity, completing missions, and winning tournaments. Thus, the blockchain and metaverses work in tandem. Metaverse is constantly evolving and improving through the use of such technologies: NFT, proof of ownership, cryptocurrencies, payment for goods and services in the metaverse, and games, play-to-earn concept. Well-known trader Nicholas Martin named the metaverse as one of the most promising areas of the future. Altcoins Tama, Lucky Block, Theta, ABAT from this sector show good growth and are disputed market leaders. With the right approach, you can and should invest in the metaverse sector. This is a new direction in the cryptocurrency market, which can bring good profits. It is recommended to carefully weigh all the risks because there is always the possibility of losing funds, especially when it comes to new projects. We remind you again and again that what we say is not investment advice, and we recommend you to do your research. And always remember, your decision to trade depends on your attitude to risk, your expertise in the market, the spread of your portfolio, and how comfortable you feel about losing money. You should never trade with more money than you can afford to lose. See you in the next video. Invest in crypto smart and stay cool.